back on the long drive. Now you're probably asking yourself, hey, SkapeGote, why are you doing this 2 days in a row? SkapeGote, what's going on? SkapeGote, I don't understand. You never played this game 2 days. Here's the thing. So I was sitting around happily preparing dinner with books because she decided she wanted to do it for me. But I was helping out a little bit, and I got an email from work that said, hey, can you come in 3 hours early? And I said, why? And they said, okay. Well, because we have this new person. Anyway, the whole story, and now I'm going into work early. So normally I'd have plenty of time to record something, and I had a plan today to do my little village again, but that's thrown out the window because it takes a lot of recording time. And this one I can kind of blow through even with stops, sometimes in 30 minutes or so. And that way I get it rendered and get it out. But I'll tell you, so today I'm going to discuss work-life balance. Now, I'm the last person you want to talk to about, make sure you don't go to work too much and all that stuff. But what I've discovered is over the years is that work-life balance isn't necessarily the amount you go to work. It's how much you can handle or are willing to do and how much you like what you're doing. Now, I never recommend people go and get lack of sleep or anything like that. Because, good, oh God, here we go. Oh, that's a tree. Okay, or not tree, what is that? Okay, something fell off. Good sleep hygiene is important. When I hear someone say, like, I'm a night owl, it always disappoints me a little bit because it's really unhealthy. And actually, there's plenty of studies to show that people who stay up all night long, whether it's work or, just personal, have significantly higher rates of cancer. And that's, it's hard on the body. We are not nocturnal creatures. Now, I work night shifts, so I'm not one to talk. But it's just kind of what I decided to do to make my job a bit easier. But I'm the worst person for the whole work-life balance thing. It's just something I've always done. Like, I average, and this is no joke, books can back this up, I'll average about 4 hours sleep at any given time, and that's about it. Most of my days I'm on less than 5 hours sleep, and that's just because I wake up and then I can't sleep again, and that's just the way my whole body just works. But it does give me extra time usually to record an episode of this or whatever I'm doing that day, or work on some other projects I need to get done. But I do not recommend anybody follow my lifestyle. If you really want to do YouTube and you want to do and have a full-time job, like that's the thing. Do not put videos out every day like I do. It's really crushes you from time perspective. Because not only do I do this, and I try to go to the Discord most days, at least to pop in to say hey and what's up and yada yada yada. And like my whole day is full every day, and it's not great balance. But and for anybody, because I get a lot of comments, people saying, "Oh man, I want to start YouTube like you." First of all, I'm not famous. Secondly, I do not have the subscriber base or the personality for fame. But the simple fact is, if you really want to do YouTube, I would not recommend it as a thing. Go out in the world and do great things. Find things, become a scientist, an astronomer, I don't care what you do. But go do great things and change the world and make it better, Now, the inevitable next comment someone's going to type in after I said this is, oh my God, well you make a difference, or YouTubers make a difference. Yada yada. No, we don't. That's the thing. We're entertainment. And people can say, well, you helped me through these sad times and all this stuff. Like, I'm sure it did help, but really, you're the one who pulled yourself out of it. Like, you are the one that decided to pull yourself out of that problem. Not me. I didn't get you there. You did it yourself. I forgot to reset my odometer. Shit. But you did it yourself, but that's okay because it's right on 50. So we know if we get to 100, we're fine. That's the facts. Like, I don't help anybody. That's the stick about working in mental health. I help nobody. What I do, oh, I need this. Nice. What I do is teach people how to help themselves. Whether or not they buy into it is a whole different story. I just heard a rabbit. I see you out there. There's a couple of them. I got 22 bullets. Better make these count. Dead. Okay. So yeah, like, there's, like, that's the whole thing. That's my job. Like, it's not about helping people. And with YouTube, it's, you know, I enjoy doing it. I like making videos and being funny, or at least my version of funny. I'm not sure I am funny or not, but I like my version of funny. But don't do it. Like, go do something great with your life, you know? Like, a lot of these YouTube people, and I'll tell you, are going to turn around one day when they're like 40, you know, and look and say, geez, did I ever really do anything? Like, I may have a ton of money or whatever, but did I ever really do anything? And I think it happens to all of us. If your body of work is amazing, like if you're Steven Spielberg or somebody like that, like, yeah, you can say like, well, geez, look at this wonderful stuff I've created and I can look back upon. But now if your goal in life is just to entertain people, that's like what you want to do, is just entertain and make people laugh and all that. Yeah, it's a great choice, but it's hard to make money in that field, right? Like, oh, good water. It's hard to make money in that field. As anybody knows who's ever tried to get into comedy or anything like that, it's really difficult. So from a healthy relationship perspective, one of the number one reason why relationships break down, everybody always thinks it's cheating. It's not. It's money. And so if you're attempting and only attempting to be a comedian, a YouTuber, a Twitch star, I don't know how you make money on TikTok, maybe brands or whatever, but if you're trying to do this stuff and you're not making it, or you're just doing just a little bit, and you're only making a little bit of money, that's a huge strain on your relationship, and that's gonna drag you down. Now, I don't want to make it sound terrible, like, I'm not trying to say that, but I would say to do this type of work, on the whole, and to do like what I do, like I work 10-hour shifts, plus I do YouTube, you can't have a normal family. Because if you commit to, like, this video is going to go quick because I purposely set these, I purposely have games in my repertoire that I can pound out quickly if something like this happens. But realistically, I barely get videos out every day. Like, I am on the edge of getting it out every day. And I love the challenge of it. Like, half of my whole YouTube shtick is the challenge of trying to actually do it. But, like, if you try to have that and a wife or girlfriend or husband or boyfriend or your significant other and do it, it's going to be hard. Now, if you throw kids in the mix, it's even harder. You have to have a very accommodating partner. Like, I can't tell you, like, Books and I aren't even an item. Like, we're not in a relationship. And the amount of stuff she does, just little things, like nothing huge, but the amount of stuff she does just to support this for me, because she knows I'm going to struggle with it. Like, I'll be going to work, you know, and I'm getting video out, and like I'm having trouble editing it because like the editor crashes or whatever, and suddenly she's tossing in an outfit for me to work into the laundry to make sure I have something to wear, and she'll do that for me without any prompting. Like, she'll just do it because she knows it. Or if she knows my schedule is going to go off the rails that day, she'll start dinner. So I have a great support system in the background, and I tell her not to do it, and she does it all the time because I've always managed on my own, you know, like that's kind of the thing. But I don't recommend this if that's your goal. If your goal is, I want to entertain and I want to focus on this, then you should, before you, like, how do I put this? So like, you want to do it and get huge on a platform prior to entering a serious relationship. Because that allows you to do stuff like hire an editor or someone else to manage your time or someone to manage your Discord. I lean heavily on my Discord staff because I don't have a choice, and they're great people, and they're more than supportive. Just the one day I was talking about how hard it is, and they went and tried to find me an editor that I could put on the payroll. But like I said, if you want to do this when you're young and get huge, go ahead. But you're up against a huge market of people that can get lost in the noise. I'm going to be real honest. I have zero talent for this. I don't even have the personality for this. I got lucky, like a lot of YouTubers do. The algorithm picked me up one day, and that's it. And you know, that's the news. Like that's how it worked. I got lucky because, right when I released my first long drive video, way back in June or July of 2020, it just so happened that that game spiked in popularity due to a recent patch. And nobody was really playing it because people had played it back in, I think, the year before, about October or November. And so I was just like, I want to put a video today and I'm going to do it. And I did it. And I just happened to get a bump. And I got, like, I've talked to this story before, but for the new people that are here, I got 100 views in a day. I think it was 97 views in a single day, which was bigger than I'd ever done before. And I couldn't believe it. So I immediately put out another episode. And then, you know, here we are. Months later, I'm going to sleep. Months later, and I'm at 20,000 subscribers. But I got lucky and developed an audience around that long drive stuff. And some of my other series have done quite well too since then. Like My Summer Car did really well. The Mechanic Simulator series did pretty okay. Like it was really an interesting time, and it has been since. Oh my goodness, there's so much crap here. Diesel, alcohol, oil, a little YouTuber. Okay. But yeah, like, to think that, like, if you just put out video after video, you're going to make it. You're not. That's, oh my God, the genie lamp. I should really take that. I like wishes. Like, you can't just pick up and play. And you know what? And this is the worst part of it. And nobody's going to believe me when I say this, but I guarantee you it's true. Especially if you're trying to get into the first person shooter market. Good luck with that. Even if you have great skills, you have to have the amazing personality to go with it. And the problem is, can I break these with this? No, I can't. Nope, that's enough of that. So, I gotta poop. Just because you're really good at a game does not mean you're gonna make it. A bunch of years ago, and I'm not going to get into what my name was then, I used to play in a little bit of some competitive CSGO. Or, well, back then it was just Counter-Strike. But yeah, I used to participate in it all the time. And was quite good. But my skills never took me anywhere. Because I just don't have the personality. What I have the personality for is this type of content. Where I get to be weird and strange and like make it like, oh my God, and road lotion and all that. Yeah, that's what carries me in this. But my skills, like, geez. Like, I played, I did that Battlefield video the other day, and just to put it in perspective, my first round, and I haven't played Battlefield in like a year and a half, but my first round after I was done recording, I thought I'd play a couple more rounds, work out my settings some, because my settings weren't great. I jumped right into it. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I want to do. My first round, I got 53 kills. And I it doesn't have a scoreboard right now, but you know, I always keep track in my head. And 53 kills, and I died twice. Now, is that expert level? Heck no. But is it good? Heck yes. Like that's yeah, like that's a pretty good day. You know, I've seen someone like Jack Frags or somebody go like 70 and 0. So like I'm not that level, but I'm pretty good. And especially with like battle rifles and stuff, single shot, you know, semi-automatic crap. I'm real good at it. But those skills will take me nowhere. I've had those skills for 20 years and it'll take me nowhere. I'm old school, baby. I'm super old school with my games. But that's okay. You know what? Sometimes you got to find your niche. So if you're going to do gaming YouTube, the best advice I can give you is pick a niche, or a niche if you're American. I don't know why they call it a niche, and hole yourself into that area. My stuff seems to be random janky car games, which I rather enjoy. In weird games like My Summer Car and that my little village or My Village Life or whatever it is, and just janky, weird, strange simulator games, you know. And that's where my thing, that's probably where my stuff will always lie. Because whenever I release a AAA title thing, it doesn't generally get a lot of views unless it's car related. Like Forza did really decent as a video. So, which there'll be more Forza content coming out. Because I'll tell you, what's really funny about this is I played it, I finally got my steering settings fixed up. I talked about this, but the funniest part was right after I was done recording, I was like, I'm going to try to figure out this steering problem. So I was messing with it, for about 45 minutes. Okay, so for about 45 minutes. And then freaking, I got something where it's like, oh, you get to spin a wheel. So I was like, I don't understand how the game works quite yet, because like I said, I've been pounding through games like crazy. So I was like, oh, I spin the wheel and I can win some money or something. So I spin the wheel and I won a 69 Boss 302. And one of my admins is a huge Ford guy. So I was like, oh, he's going to be super happy to see this when I record another episode. So yeah, but I got another episode of that coming up. Back to my talk about, work-life balance and how doing YouTube is not great for that. I'll tell you, YouTube and especially Twitch are really bad. Like, at least with YouTube, when I finish a video, right? Like, I'm done, I complete it, I put it up. That video will continue to get views forever, or as long as YouTube's around. Now, it's going to obviously drop off and not get a lot. But, to this day, my first long drive video will pull about 500 to 1,000 views a day. Like, literally a day. It'll just pull, even though it's a year and a half old, it'll just pull 500,000 views consistently every day. And with Twitch, it's even worse, because once you're done, that's it. You make no money off that video. It just sits there. So if you're going to do Twitch, also you should have a YouTube presence to edit your videos and toss them up there so that video can continue to make money. If that's your goal, is to be, independently successful monetarily on one of these platforms. Let's be real. Something like, what, I think I read last month, Twitch did 6 million or around 6 million unique streams. And only about 45,000 of those people are partnered. And on top of that, only something like 0.4% of that 45,000 actually make a living off of it. It's hard to do this. It's not easy, and you've got to kill yourself time-wise. If you're not streaming, you're not making money. You're not making clout. You're not making anything. So it's always good to have a dual presence, YouTube and Twitch, or YouTube and going, streaming on YouTube or whatever. To have that dual presence, so you're always in the ether. You're always out there. People understand it, you're there. You exist. People know you're there. Without, it's hard to grow a Twitch. You ever try to grow on Twitch? I've watched these small guys. I got a buddy of mine who's been doing it for years and barely has any people. He's just, I think he just hit around 300 followers, I think. It's like he makes any money doing it, right? That's the stink of it. Whoa, look at all this junk. Well, this is just too much. This is overwhelming. What? I can feel my ADHD going off. Okay, I'm better. Oh, cookie. Nice. Sounds like a random cookie you find in a garage. But yeah, and I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm just trying to make sure you all know the reality of it. I'm not sifting through all this junk. Screw this. This is stupid. If you want to go for it, but understand there's consequences to that. And one of those is I'm lucky in a certain way that I can do this because, I've talked about it before. I was in a very serious relationship for 15 years. And then we broke up, and I haven't had a relationship since. And that was almost 5 years ago. And it's not because, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so put off women and blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't have the time to date anybody at this point. There's just, okay. Oh, see, even the game agrees. Okay. Oh, something of mine just fell through the world. Was that a hubcap? Could have been a hubcap. Is that a light? No, we're good. Okay. Yeah, so I wouldn't have time to save my life. One of the admins was saying one day, oh, I should come visit. And I plan on doing it one day. I'd be damned if I could do it now. It's just not a thing. I would have to give up my job in order to be able to do stuff like that. And I'm not willing to give up my job. I love my job. Say what you want about work, and going to work for somebody else every day sucks, I admit it. But I like what I do. I see the results of what I do in the community. I see, you know, and the best part about it is, the honest best part about it is nobody knows it was me. I hate praise. I am anti-praise. I don't need to be told I did a good job. I want to know what I'm not doing right so I can do it better. So this is perfect for me because I don't have to worry about getting praise on YouTube. There's a lot of people out there that say, I love your videos and all that. It's super appreciated. But it's not praise. It's not performance praise where someone comes in and says, oh my God, you did such a great job and thank you for getting this done and blah, blah, blah. This is just, wow, I really like this. Thanks. Like, you're welcome. I enjoy making it. But praise, like when I go into my reviews at work, and my boss, who's a super nice guy, sorry, Jay, if you're watching this, I don't know if you ever see me on YouTube, but I've told him lots of times, I don't need the praise. Just tell me what I'm doing wrong. I already know I'm doing a good job because you give me a paycheck. That's like, I know what's up. I've seen the paycheck. Oh, it shows up in my bank account. I got direct deposit every 2 weeks. There it is. So I know I'm doing a good job or they would fire me. So I want to know what I'm doing wrong so I can do that job better. But it's nice to see when you go out in the community and you'll see a former participant of mine or a client of mine with, like, you know, the new girlfriend, the new baby, doing really well, holding down a job, and they don't see you, but you know the stuff because, you know, we always keep tabs on our ex-clients, and you know it, and you can just kind of be like, yeah, I was part of that, and that's cool. But, you know, people are so worried about being told I did a good job and I did all this. And the thing about it is, you're never going to get that satisfaction from YouTube. So if you're one of those, or even Twitch or anything else, if you're one of those people that needs praise, that needs to be told your work is good, even though people tell you this is great, it'll never feel like genuine praise. And for me, that's perfect. But for a lot of people, that is not the case. So you have to be willing to be like, well, and you're going to get a lot of criticism. If you can't handle criticism, you need to just bounce right back to whatever you're doing prior to this, because you're going to get a crap ton of criticism. I get it all the time. I think it's hilarious. The best is being told constantly, oh, you missed this and you missed that and you do this. And then it's funny because some of those people actually have YouTube channels. And you go watch them play their games and they're missing stuff all the time too. It's just part of the way the game is. The people who comment stuff like, oh, you missed this and you missed that and you did this. And it's funny, like when they'll be like I've had a couple the last few days from videos that are like 8 months old. It's like, what do you want me to do? Go back? I can't drive back that far. That's not a thing. It's a whole new level, god dang it. But yeah, like that's it's funny, you gotta take that criticism with the best of it, because they think like some of these people are being helpful, genuinely helpful, but some of them just think they're so smart, like, oh, look at this idiot, he misses all these things. Yeah, you know what? I like being an idiot. You know why? Low expectations, bud. Nobody has expectations of the goat. I'll tell you that right now. Keep them low. People expect very little of you. What do we have here? What is that? Oh, it's a bike. All right, how far do we got left to go here? Oh, not far. Only about 4 kilometers, 4.8 kilometers. Let's see if there's any gas OD in here. Oh, is this a bucket? This is a bucket full of gas. This water. I need this. Oh, yeah, there we are. Just the thought of a cold glass of water makes me want to drink water. Oh, yeah, boy. Okay, there. Oh, are we done? Nice. Okay. Road lotion, what's up, bud? Thanks. But yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to knock anybody off, and I've turned these long drive videos a lot into a vlog style thing. Sometimes I'm just funny and doing my own thing, but... And yes, before anybody comments, I know you can polish the lamp turn. I know this. So don't tell me. I did the last season, and everybody didn't seem to notice. Although it used to reset every time you started the game, the lamp was unpolished again. But yeah, like I'm just trying to keep people from being disappointed, you know, with the fact that this isn't as easy as it seems. Just because you enjoy playing games does not mean you'll enjoy doing this or Twitch or whatever. That's my point. And when it becomes work, you start to no longer enjoy it. So you got to ask yourself, are you the type of person who can look past that and still enjoy it? Or are you the type of person that, like, once something gets hard, you no longer enjoy it? Because there's going to be ups and downs. You're going to have months where your views are fantastic and months where they're not. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to look out for the mental health of people. That's it. And this is very stressful to do. And if you're only doing this for work, you're beholden to the algorithm on whether or not you're going to make any money. A good example of this is Who's that Canadian? Who's a Canadian YouTuber? Beijing Canadian. He was a Minecraft YouTuber. Huge Minecraft YouTuber. Barely pulls views now. I'd say I don't think he even records anymore. But we're talking, this is a guy who had millions and millions of subs and just fell off the radar. Partly, I think, because you need to change your content up from time to time. But also, once you're disfavored by the algorithm, it's really hard to get back into it. And you are, that's stressful. Because you could go from making, like $30,000 a month off of YouTube to suddenly making, $2,000 or $3,000 a month off of YouTube. Now that's a perfectly livable wage. But when you're used to that whole huge thing, it's very disappointing. And I can understand why you would walk away from it at that point. Just be like, nope, I'm done. I've had enough. This is stupid. I'm over it. Okay, we're gonna roll into 99.8 and 99.9 and roll over 100 and just a tiny little bit. Excellent. Let's turn this up. No, nobody wants that. What was that? There's a rabbit out there. Where are you, rabbit? I heard you. You know what? I'm sleeping. Screw this. I can't sleep yet. Why not? Just let me fall asleep. And again, it didn't work. I'm not trying to turn anybody off of it. It's just, I just want to make sure people know the reality. Because like I said, right now I'm going into work. I'm getting screwed over by that. It's just what it is. And when that stuff happens, it can be super stressful. And I don't want anybody having that. I don't want anybody to do my type of work-life balance. Let's put it that way. You'll be very disappointed with your life if you try to do that. That's what I'm saying. I can't say at times I look around going, wish my family was still around. Can't lie. But this gives me a chance to do something that expresses my personality, which is lovely. So my thing is never get in it for the money, do it for the fun. And the money will come. And that way you can retire off your YouTube money at like 30. But anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. We hit our mark. So thank you so much for watching and allowing me to turn this into a little bit of a vlog from time to time. I really appreciate the support. If you guys like this, please leave a comment, maybe subscribe, maybe hit the little bell. Because there's that song, I can ring my bell. Anyway, you know what I mean. If you didn't like this, well, you should probably find yourself a real YouTuber because I'm not much of one. Thank you again so much for watching. Really do love every view I get. SkapeGote! Stay thirsty, my friends. Out.